Sarah Palin came out and said, Paul Ryan is done. I'm calling on the supporters of Donald Trump to go after Paul Ryan and make sure that he gets cantered, as in Eric Cantor, that he loses his seat where he is. Do you want that? Do you want Sarah Palin going out there and trying to turn people against Paul Ryan? You're supposed to be unifying the party.
Sarah has endorsed me.
Yes.
And I like her a lot. I think she's a terrific person.
But do you want that? Do you want Paul Ryan kicked out?
Let me finish what I wanted to say, okay? But I have nothing to do with that. I mean, that's her. Sarah is very much a free agent. She's a terrific person, but she's very much a free agent. And I didn't know about this until yesterday. I guess she's been fighting, or she's endorsing somebody that's running against Paul Ryan. And I didn't know about it until yesterday when I read about it.
But this is a big deal. Paul Ryan, the speaker there, you have said to this point, to give you your due, hey, I want Ryan on my side. I want to work with him.
No,
Let's
I'll go
meet
a step
with him.
further. I've always liked him. He called me not so long ago, I don't know, a number of weeks ago, but he called me and he was very supportive and very nice, and I thought everything was fine, and then I got blindsided. So we'll see. I mean, look, I'll see what happens. Look, Chris, I think you know this better than anybody. The Republican Party, because of me, has received more votes than any time in its history during these primaries, right? Is that a correct statement?
You are on track to have gotten
a correct statement?
more votes than anybody in this primary.
Okay. No, I'm not even talking about me. Because of me, there has
Any
been a
GOP
massive
primary
turnout
ever,
of
you've gotten the most
Republicans.
votes.
Because of me, you got the highest ratings in the history of CNN during a debate. And Fox set the all-time record for cable television, 24 million and 23 million. Okay. Now, most importantly from my standpoint, in the history of primaries, and with many states left, it'll be beat this weekend. I think it might already be beat. I've received more votes than any person ever to run in the Republican primaries. So I have people that I'm representing. They're unbelievable people. They're loyal. They're smart. They're sharp. They're tired of being abused. They're tired of being lied to by people like Hillary Clinton with the 3 o'clock in the morning, and then she never answered the call. Benghazi, all of the things, all of the emails. It's just a mess with her. So they're tired of it. They're tired of not having increases in their wages for a period of 18 years. Essentially, they're making less money now in real wages than they made 18 years ago. And we have a group of people that's great. This group of people has given me, and it's them, it's a group, I'm like a messenger, but they've given me a number that no other president, not Ronald Reagan, nobody has ever gotten. Okay, and by the way, we have many states left. We have California, we have New Jersey, we have many, Washington State, where I was this weekend. I was in Oregon, I was in Nebraska, I was in West Virginia. They haven't even been included in these numbers yet. So we're going to break it by millions and millions of votes. So I represent a very important group of people and a powerful group of people. These people have to be treated with respect, Chris.
Understood. But Paul Ryan said, I'm not ready to endorse yet. You know you have the big meeting coming. This weekend, you gave him some pause for concern. It seemed as though you were saying this weekend two things that were different from what you've said in the past. One on taxes for the wealthy, where you said you were open to taxing them more. As you know, that's against the conservative
I didn't say that, Chris.
Well, that's how it's being reported.
NBC
Tell us.
misrepresented, and Chuck Todd, if they put out that clip, in fact, I corrected him when he said it.
All right, so give us what is it?
For a second, okay? Let's get it straight. So maybe
Please.
There's somebody listening to your show, so we can actually have them write something.
There are millions watching.
Let me just set it straight. I put in the biggest tax decrease of anybody running for office by far. Okay. And many people think it's great. And if anything, I was criticized because it's too steep a cut. But that's okay. But I put in by far the biggest tax decrease. All right. What I said, and that really is a proposal, because we have to go to Congress, we have to go to the Senate, we have to go to our congressmen and women, and we have to, negotiate a deal. So it really is a proposal, but it's a very steep proposal. I said that I may have to increase the section, and by the way, everybody across the board, businesses, everybody's getting a tax cut, especially the middle class. And I said that I may have to increase it on the wealthy. I'm not going to allow it to be increased on the middle class. Now, if I increase on the wealthy, that means they're still going to be paying less than they pay now. I'm not talking about increasing from this point. I'm talking about increasing from my tax proposal.
Key distinction. Key distinction.
And Chuck Todd understood that totally, and yet they released information like I'm looking to increase the taxes. they will be getting a reduction. But the big reduction is going to be for business and for the middle class, because the middle class is being decimated in our country. So it was totally misrepresented just now by you, and it was misrepresented, frankly, by NBC.
Hold on,
actually, Chuck Todd, when I corrected him on the show, and he put it on, and yet they go then and talk about, like, I'm giving a tax increase for the wealthy. I'm not. I said they may have to pay somewhat more than my proposal.
I understand.
My proposal is much less than people are paying right now. You understand that?
I totally understand. But when something is reported a certain way and I ask you about it and give you the opportunity to correct it, that's not me misrepresenting. That's giving you the opportunity you want, which is to tell the audience what you say the truth is.
That was really misrepresented. I'll tell you, this was
about the minimum wage?
And that's the buyback of debt. I said if we can buy back government debt at a discount, in other words, if interest rates go up and we can buy bonds back at a discount, if we are liquid enough as a country, we should do that. In other words, we can buy back debt at a discount. People said, I want to go and buy debt and default on debt. And I mean, these people are crazy. This is the United States government. First of all, you never have to default because you print the money. I hate to tell you, okay? So there's never a default. But the point is, it was reported in the New York Times incorrectly.
That you said you would go to creditors and make them take less.
It was reported in the failing New York Times and other places that I want to default on debt. You know, I'm the king of debt. I understand debt better than probably anybody. I know how to deal with debt so very well. I love debt, but you know, debt is tricky and it's dangerous, and you have to be careful and you have to know what you're doing. But let me just tell you, if there's a chance to buy back debt at a discount, U.S. debt, in other words, interest rates go up and the bonds go down, and you can buy debt. That's what I'm talking about. People had it. The Times and others wrote, "Oh, Trump wants to go and see creditors and buy debt at a discount." Now, there could even be a time when somebody comes in, but with the government, they're never going to walk in and say, do me a favor, would you buy my debt at a discount? In business, that happens all the time. I bought mortgages back when the market went bad. I bought mortgages back at tremendous discounts, and I love doing that. I mean, there's nothing like it. Actually, it gives me a great thrill. But in the United States, with bonds, that won't happen because, you know, in theory, the market doesn't go down so that you default on debt, and that's what happens. So here's the story, just to have it corrected. If we have an opportunity where interest rates go up and you can buy debt back at a discount, I always like to be able to do that if you can do it. But that's all I was talking about. They have it like I'm going to go back to creditors,
yes,
and I'm going to renegotiate and restructure debt. It's ridiculous. They know it's ridiculous, but they print it out wrong purposely.
All right, so let's just be clear. Your team is saying you got to go. I know you have a lot of different interviews to do. It's good of you to accept these opportunities because it's important for the people to hear these distinctions in what's reported versus what you say is on the table from you, and that's the opportunity.
Well, there's so much misreporting. I mean,
look,
the press,
and that's why we ask you to come on.
Dishonest.
That's why we ask you to come on.
And they know it's wrong. Like, you have a lightweight, a real dope.
Mr. Trump, they say you have to.
Named Jennifer Rubin, who spoke about, I didn't speak to Rubio. Well, I have spoken to Rubio. And then she said, I never spoke to Ryan. Well, I have spoken to Ryan. And, you know, she's living in a time warp or something.
All right.
You watch her.
Don't worry. Look, there are going to be a lot of talking heads. There are going to be a lot of talking heads say a lot of different things. What I offer you is this.
Someday you'll put good people on about Trump, you know, one of these days.
Look, what I want is to have you on. That's why I offer you these opportunities, not to be unfair, to be fair, and to give you the chance to correct what you say others get wrong.
I'm on.
And to be tested. Thank you for being here today. Your team is saying you've got to get going, but I appreciate the time on New Day. I want to talk to you, not about you. Thank you for being with us.
Good. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you very much.